Alright, so this is my 1998 King Quad 300. I did a light restoration on this bike. Powder coated the front and rear racks, all the skid plates. I ended up kind of cleaning up the engine and your foot pegs, and just did some high temp black paint. But overall, I left the bike in its original state. I also did clean all the front and rear A-arms up. It's always been a cool ATV. I've always liked these. They're real weird. It's a air-cooled 300 single cylinder, but the really cool part is all of your shifters. You have two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive with diff lock, and then over here you have high, low, and then super low. Super low gives you diff lock. You have your reverse lever is separate from your foot shift. So overall, it's just a really strange bike. We're going to go through this thing and put it up against this Can-Am 450 right here, which is a much faster and much better engineered ATV. But we're going to see if this thing can still hang. So let's get started. This is the Bonnie Carey Spillway. This is a lot of sand and a silt, but also a lot of mud. This is where the river overflows, the Mississippi River. And it's always been a great place to ride. That's my cousin Chad up here in that 450. And we have grown up out here, so it's a lot of fun to come out here and ride and kind of relive it. Something I'm sure we're going to do for generations. Oh, look how beautiful the sand is. Man, this is so nice. Alright, so let's do a little test here. Super low, put it in gear. Let's see what we got here. Right? It's pretty good. Alright, so I don't know how this scales it, but it's a pretty big step up right there. So let's see what it does now. We're in first gear and 4 low. Alright, so I'm sure we all know that the mud tires are not good in sand. Let's see if I can get up this hill right here. As you can see, it actually is pretty steep. Go ahead, Chad. Alright, so this 4 low might be hurting me here. Alright, 4 high. There we go. Oh, those hole shots making it look easy. Alright, so we are going to be first gear and in high range and a 4-wheel drive. Oh yeah, no big deal. This thing is not fast. Let's make that extremely clear. This is a little workhorse, little battle tank. That Can-Am is meant to run. little girl can still get it done though. See, this grass right here would be a good place to actually crawl, but it's pretty steep and I don't kill myself. Let's see. I like this right here. 4 low and diff lock and 2nd gear. Oh, the diff lock's not gonna get me to turn. All right, that's all right, we got this. Oh yeah, no big deal. Alright, so now we're going to do a high-speed run, 2-wheel drive, high gear, and we're going to run to the back of this property here. Go ahead. I told Chad to run, and he has like 4 or 5 times the horsepower as me, so let's see if I can keep up. Ah! Oh, that's funny. I was completely pinned just now, and between these big mud tires and all the sand, I just cannot build speed. Tell you what, this independent suspension front and rear was way ahead of its time, because it really soaks up things and you really don't teeter-tot at all. So far, I'm staying pretty dry. Fender flares are doing a good job. I mean, I have boots on, of course. I wonder how soft that is. Oh, oh yeah, Billy Goat. Right there, I just high centered it to death and it still made it right over. So that whole run right there, that was 4 low and front diff lock in about 2nd gear. 1st gear is so slow you really can't do anything in it, because you need the wheel speed to get through this sand. Let's do a few more. This is actually a hard bottom. Uh-oh. So funny, I'm used to having a ton of power. You gotta tread wisely here. So let's go up see, that's first gear and second gear. All right, so we're gonna go back just to four-wheel drive, and I think we just need high, because if you're not in mud, you really don't need all that low end power. You really need wheel speed. And now it's not binding so hard when I'm turning, and not so hard on my front diff. Let's see, where does this water get deep? Let's see. Oh, screws. Almost ran right over that. Oh, Chad. It's so refreshing having something with a hard bottom here. Oh, look at this. Oh, come on, Chad. The sand just is not happy with these tires. They dig. Let's see, there we go, some technical stuff. Oh. Alright, so what are my overall thoughts on this ATV? Well, I can tell you this much. For an ATV that was developed, I believe, in '91, This thing was so far ahead of its time. This frame that you see with this body style ran, I believe, from 91 to 98, and even ran after that with a updated body style with the circle headlights in the front for about another 2 or 3 years. And I think it did that because it was actually a really good ATV. I love all the shifting right here. I'll make it very clear, this is not a sport quad by any means. It's not a sport utility quad by any means. This is a workhorse. But it still has enough power to be fun. You know, you can really bang it through the gears. Now I will say, against the Honda 350, the Honda 350D is a much more powerful, faster machine. Okay, with that being said, this suspension is superior on this ATV. They're two very different ATVs, but I'm just really impressed with what this thing can do. And of course, if it had factory tires, it would actually be a lot faster. These Maxxis Mudzillas are so freaking heavy for a bike that really doesn't have any horsepower. But it gets the job done. It's nothing like this freaking Can-Am right here. That's actually a sport utility right there, no matter what anyone tells you. That thing is as fast as like a 400EX or close to it, you know. But yeah, I'm loving it. Get you a little shot of it right here. I mean, just look at it. It's just such a fun, small ATV. It's what you kind of lose when you get to your big bores, which I obviously love my big bore 850 Polaris. But there's something cool about this bike. It just looks like a little German tank. It's all square and rigid. And you just don't see that anymore. Not in this size. They've gotten away and everything's gotten big. Even the new Honda Rancher is a pretty big ATV. Yanked a little wheelie there. Chad just showing out. Let's see, do you think it's possible to pull a wheelie on this? Let's see. Try to bounce it right here. Just barely. I don't have enough wheel speed to keep it going. This is all in 2-wheel drive. So, let's see. Still gets it done. Old Chad. So overall, would I recommend this ATV? Absolutely. It was a very, very good deal. Carburetor was gummed up and the fuel system had some issues. This is a pulse pump petcock and a pulse pump vacuum pump up here for your fuel system, and they're really finicky and people give up on them. And I actually see these King Quad 300s come up for sale all the time for really, really inexpensive prices. And I think people just get fed up with dealing with it and they give up completely on the ATV. So I think it's a bargain, in my opinion. In today's times, you can find this in stock form, not snorkeled. I mean, this bike actually came with these tires, which, double-edged sword, they're awesome for trail riding, but they kind of suck out here in the sand. Oh, don't you die. She did. Idling a little too low. But look at it. It's great. I powder coated all the racks, powder coated the skid plates. The wheels still look really good, and overall, I think it's very presentable. So, as always, hit that like button, and thanks for watching, guys.